And we're live. Fantastic. Okay. That's great. What's up guys, Macadii here, and today guys, a brand new series that's going to be coming to the channel, which is called Sub-Survival. I don't know how I suddenly blanked there. But anyway, how this works is we end up doing some viewer battles, and I've got a certain number of lives. So I do as many viewer battles as I can, keeping as many lives as possible. So every time I lose a game, I end up losing a life, and then every time that I get a 5 or 6-0 victory, I gain a life back. And I basically see how far I can take the streak before I die from there. So if you guys enjoy the series, don't forget to leave a like down below. I would really appreciate it. We'll be sticking with a team that I'm pretty familiar with, just to start off, just have some fun with. And we'll sort of try and do this maybe once a week, maybe twice a week this week, just so you guys can get a taste of it before we sort of keep it as a sort of solid thing within the channel. So, we have got Buzzkill the Buzzwole, which is a sub-punch set, slightly adapted from what I had before. For some reason, my mic still sounds very different to what it normally is, so I don't know whether it's because I've been away or something like that, but anyway, we'll be fine. And it's a sub-punch set with Earthquake, Thunder Punch, and a very interesting EV spread. So the 196 allows you to basically get 101 HP subs, which is really nice. And what that means is that we can set up on Chances and Blissies that rely on Seismic Toss, which is great. Then we're going to have the rest pumped into attack with 139 in defense, which guarantees that our sub won't be broken by a Gyroball from Ferrothorn, because that was originally a problem. Our team's quite weak to Ferrothorn, so having something that doesn't capitalize on it was always a big problem, especially when the Ferrothorn could just spam Gyroballs. Buzzwole couldn't touch it, apart from obviously Earthquake. That still doesn't do too much, and you know, you're in trouble from there. Then we've got 36 in Spadef, which allows us to take Scalds from Toxapex without breaking the sub, which is also really nice. Outside of Rain. In Rain, we do obviously it does break the sub, but outside of Rain, it allows us to set up on this guy, basically set up a free sub, spam Earthquake, and make it cry from there. Then we've got GODTOAD, which is our main Rain Sweeper, with the Hydro Pump, Earth Power, Sludge Wave, and Focus Blast, max special attack, modest nature. This guy is really, really great in today's meta, because the Sludge Wave is great for fairies, you've got Focus Blast, which allows you to take on Ferrothorns and stuff like that. Hydro Pump and Earth Power just hit most of the tier very, very hard, so yeah, I'm excited to give this set a go. It should be really good fun. Then we've got part of our Electric Spam core, which is the Raichu, which takes advantage of both the Surge Surfer from the Tapu Koko, with the Thunder, Volt Switch, Psychic, and Surf, and the Surf allows us to kill things like Alola Marowak, which can stop, obviously, Tapu Koko, and also Excadrill as well. Then we've got the Pelipper with the Damp Rock, which basically sets the rain up and is basically fat, and that's pretty much its main job, is just be fat, spam some hurricanes, get the rain out there, and basically support the team from there. Then we got the Tapu Koko, which is our another main Rain Sweeper, which is our electric type one, which will be dropping Thunders, because we get 100% accurate Thunders with Life Orb, with Electric Surge, and it's absolutely insane the damage output we've got from there. U-Turn, because that allows us to take on things like a load of Marowak if they want to come in. So obviously Tapu Koko is completely hardwalled by that thing. We get to U-Turn out, go out into GODTOAD or something else that we want to use to basically pressure it from there. Then we've got the Ferrothorn with the Leftovers and Iron Barbs, which is our Stealth Rock setter, and just generally just quite bulky, really difficult to kill under rain, so that's going to be fine from there. So what I'm going to do in a second is actually change over my account to the Macadii account, where you guys who are already here in the live stream can challenge me from there. If you guys have not, and you know, are watching this, you know, non-live and later on, if you do want to get a chance to battle me in this, then make sure you make it out to my live streams. The best way to do that is to either subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and then you can also click the bell icon on my channel page, and what that basically does is it notifies you when I'm going live, guaranteed, because YouTube's been messing up a lot from there. Hopefully I will go longer than just losing 3 times and then die from there, fingers crossed. But basically what will happen is, if we do finish up early, or basically I win, survive all the way up to when the live stream ends, we'll just continue it with the same score as we did before. And I just want to try and see how far I can get, doing this. So what we'll do is we'll change over to the Macadii account, which you guys can challenge me, and it's first come first serve on there. So let's change that to Macadii, put my super secret password in, and it rejects it, which is great. Okay, I'm going to refresh it, and then we're going to go. Okay, because sometimes it does send through other challenges, and we will see. First come, first serve from there. Okay, so we've got some challenges already coming through. Simple no to. We do not want that one. We want the GODTOAD. Yeah, that is GODTOAD. There you go. Blimey, we're getting some challenges coming in already. Okay, hopefully we can get some strikes on there. We've got the Goomy. Oh, goodness. Good luck, have fun. He has got the Gastrodon. And Gastrodon is going to be a very difficult dude to try and deal with, I must admit, with our current squad. What's going to be our best bet? Okay, so we need to make sure Buzzwole can probably handle it okay with the Focus Punch, so we can set up subs on it potentially. Ferrothorn's looking to be our best bet by the looks of things. So I think what we're going to do, he could be leading straight up with Tapu Lele. I kind of doubt. I'm leaning towards leading off with Pelipper, just in case he wants to lead up with the Buzzwole. Though on the other hand, the Ferrothorn doesn't give too many downsides outside, as I said, if he leads off with that Buzzwole. But I don't think he would do. So I think we're going to lead off with the Ferrothorn. He leads off with the Venusaur. Let's see. He hasn't got any rocks removal. And while I am a little bit worried of HP Fire here, I'm kind of leaning towards just getting my rocks up. Or we can go for the more offensive switch and go straight Pelipper. I'm kind of leaning towards rocks right now. No, actually, I don't think that's particularly worth it, just because it's our check to Tapu Lele, it checks Greninja, it checks the Gastrodon. No, I think I've got to go straight Pelipper here. I don't think I can afford to do that. So he does Mega Up, and he goes in power, that's fine. Best to be sure. So I think what we can do here is we could just U-turn if we wanted to, and then that gives us a free switch into Ferrothorn and set up our rocks. I think that's what we're going to do, because he's going to probably go out into the Gastrodon here. Not much reason for him not to. We are going to struggle a little bit with Gastrodon. Let's have a look. How hard does Gastrodon hit? So if he Scalds, what's our special defense with specially defensive spread with our Buzzwole? Where's our Buzzwole? I have too many teams. Let's see. Control F. GODTOAD. Mega Game. Okay. We have got 38 in Spadef. I don't think that's going to be enough for him to... Oh goodness, that did hurt. That was a very bold play on his part. So I think what we could do, we could go into Raichu if we wanted to. Buzzwole's probably not our best bet. I'm kind of leaning towards the Raichu here. This is going to be a very difficult team to break here, because both the Mega Venusaur and also Gastrodon form a pretty scary core for my team. So what do we want to do? What's the best plan? Plan of action. Oh, that's an annoying amount of damage on our Pelipper, especially when we need that to check the Buzzwole. And I can't exactly just Volt Switch here if I wanted to. I'm sure that Gastrodon is coming out. Now comes the Goomy. Okay, well that's not the worst thing. I'm going to set up my Stealth Rock here. Setting up rocks will be really nice for us, and we can see what he's going to do from there. We've got to be really careful with that Mega Venusaur, because I am kind of expecting him to... Okay, he does go into the Buzzwole. I've really got to Gyro Ball here. I can't let this guy set up a sub. Yeah, if you... Oh, please don't be a super bulky set. Okay, that's fine. I think this is my original set, which does lose to Ferrothorn. Building a special hashtag will be memed right now. Oh, no. That would not be good. Now, this is a tricky one. I really want to double here. Really want to double. But on the other hand... Because the chance of Mega Venusaur coming in here is pretty high. I think I'm going for... Oh, no. He goes for the Leech Life. That was way too aggressive on my part. I should have just gone for damage. But we're going to go Pelipper now. And we're going to throw out a Hurricane. Just in case he decides to stay in. That was a very big over-prediction on my part. I expected him to switch there as soon as he knew that he couldn't go for that Focus Blast. Because he had the Venusaur in the back. Gastrodon is the bane of all rain teams, of all the things to bring. And you don't see it that often, I must admit. Let's see what he decides to do, because he might have Thunder Punch on this. He says, I forgot. He said, I forgot whether this has Air Slash. I said it doesn't. Oh, and it outspeeds. Oh, no. I had to rely on that outspeeding. We're in a serious amount of trouble. Why did that one have to be speedy? That had to have a decent amount of speed investment. No, actually, no, maybe not. Maybe I would. Maybe I'm just tilting here. Oh, it's not good. Okay, we are going to Dazzling Gleam. That should still kill the Buzzwole. Oh, I'm kicking myself for expecting myself to outspeed. So we don't have any investment at all, I don't think, on the, yeah, maybe we need the last 8 in there, just in case. I know it doesn't make too much of a difference for Buzzwole, but I was really dumb there. Potentially 2 lives left, which is not a good start, but we can try. It's the first attempt to this, this series. He's definitely thinking about this play. I'm not out for it yet. We still got chances. And we kill. Okay, we killed the Buzzwole. That's great. That's one challenge out of the way. The rain does stop though, and we've lost our rain. But that is a pain for GODTOAD. But we've still got a healthy Pharaoh, and healthy Pharaoh is nice right now. Because he's lost his main answer to that, which is good. Out comes the Lele. You are definitely Scarf. Most definitely Scarf. From the way that you're playing that, and I feel I have to go straight Pharaoh here. We have to make some plays, I think, in a sec, but... Goes into Mega Venusaur. Okay. Buzzwole, I think this guy is breaking our sub, unfortunately. Which is really, really not great. HP Fire is definitely incoming. I do need this. This is going to be my one way to win, I think, if I can play around with Iron Knee correctly. GODTOAD's not looking particularly hot right now. I think we're going to have to sack off GODTOAD here. We can get an Earth Power off, at the very least, and that's going to be decent damage. So we're just going to go for an Earth Power here. Everything's grounded. Such a tricky matchup. Mega Venusaur and Gastro in one team. What happens when I lose all 3? Then the streak ends and then we start again. But I'll be... we'll start again. We're not going to sort of end the series from there, if that makes sense. He is going to hit... Oh, he predicts us to switch there. I'm going to go for another Earth Power. That's actually really huge for us. Getting this Mega Venusaur down is going to be huge. Absolutely huge. Out comes the Goomy. This is going to do like 2. 32%, okay. Do we want to switch here? I'm kind of inclined to stay in here. Just because it might give us a free... we're not doing a huge amount with this dude. And I think being able to set up a free sub on this guy could have potential if he is... He is just a toxic set. Okay. Well, I'm just going to go for another Earth Power. We just want to get as much damage off as we can. Yeah, I will change the team when I lose all lives. That's kind of the plan. It did its job. It's the dual monitor setup working. It's working really well, actually, because I've got so much more room. I've got loads of room to play on the side here. And because I've got, like, text things to update the streak. Out comes the Greninja. Unfortunately, we are going to have to make this Ash Greninja. And there's not a huge amount we can do about that. So I am just going to fire off another Earth Power and let him get the Ash Greninja off. He goes to Dark Pulse. That's fine. That was an interesting choice of move, but he is going to outspeed pretty much our entire team, which is not fun. So I'm going to go Pharaoh. How much do we do to a Mega Venusaur with Ferrothorn? Jarable we kill after rocks, so I'm going to Gyro Ball here. Gyro Ball is my play. As I said, Ferrothorn might win me this if I can play this right, because the Mega Venusaur might not be able to switch in. Greninja's still going to do a decent amount with Dark Pulse, though. We've got to be a little bit careful of that. But I have to make that Gyro Ball prediction. Because otherwise he just sets back... He heals back up with... So that's not what I needed. I did not need that at all. Especially if that's Scarf Lele. That's not good. I need to keep this, unfortunately. I think this might be... Yeah, this is Specs, Ash Greninja. Oh, Scarf, apparently. How much will that do to, Buzzwole? Okay, so I can actually take that. So I'm going to go Buzzwole here. Out comes Tapu Lele. Unfortunately, that's not good for us. We are running out of running room here. Because this is definitely going to be outspeeding me. I cannot switch in Ferrothorn. I just have to click Earthquake here. The layout on point. Thanks, Carson. I'm really happy with how it turned out, and it has like color changing camo and stuff like that, which is cool. How do you get actual sprites on the team builder? I don't know. I've always had them like this, so they're here. The only thing it might be, if you go in the settings, there's a settings for use modern sprites for past generations. That might be it. Yeah, the Psychic's going to blow me back. This Tapu Lele is definitely Scarf. And that's making me cry. Gyro Ball is the play here. But that Ash Greninja is definitely going to put in some hurt. Because I don't know, does Tapu Koko switch in? Look at that psychic damage. That's just insane. Absolutely insane. I think that is going to be game. Lele is just too strong. Yeah, I can't switch anything in. I'm going to have to go for the Gyro Ball here, as he is going to Dark Pulse. Yeah, this is going to be game. Because unfortunately, I don't have enough. I'm not going to be able to take out a, whatchamacallit. So, Dark Pulse I couldn't have switched in anyway. Out comes Jenny. We are just gonna Dazzling Gleam, but that's not gonna kill from there. It's gonna do like nothing. Yeah, the two things that destroy Rain. That was not a good fit. Two things to match up to. So unfortunately, we do lose one life to start with, which is not good. But we got two more, so that's fine. Let's go on to the next one. So we've got a lot of challenges coming in. Next, it's Curum. Also, shout out to Simple, the guy I battled at the start, for making the logo for this as well. He did an excellent job on that. Okay, we've got certainly an interesting team. A very scary Rain team in opposition to ours. So we could lead off with a Tapu Koko if we wanted to. There's not too much harm in doing that, actually. So we are going to lead off with Tapu Koko. If you want to lead off with the, whatchamacallit, I can play around that. Out comes the Pelipper. That's fine by me. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I outspeed you even if you're Scarf. So I am just going to Dazzle the Gleams here because the Thundurus is definitely coming in. Yeah, out comes the Thundurus. That's nice for us. Now I should be able to take anything you want to throw at me, so I'm just going to Dazzling Gleam again. That's great. So now our Electric comes in. So that is great. Mono over Water team ruined by that Thundurus. Yep, definitely. Ferrothorn's going to be really useful to help us check the Sharpedo, which is really nice. And also, I guess, Buzzwole. Out comes the Bibarel. If you're Sash, I have... He goes to the Aqua Jet. Okay, that's fair. I do want to just kill this Barbarrel. I can't afford that setup. I've got 2 electric spammers, so it should be fine. Let's see, what do we want to go into from here? So we could go GODTOAD if we wanted to, but I don't think that's probably our best play. Raichu might be our best one, but it does kind of bait in the Sharpedo, which is not great. To be honest, Buzzwole takes a hit from anything. So actually, I'm just going to go Buzzwole here. We got the Thunder Punch. Wouldn't have been able to take a Sludge Wave. No, I do understand that, but I was pretty sure he wouldn't be Scarf, considering the team setup. Out comes the Pelipper. We can just go Pharaoh if we wanted to, because Pharaoh actually takes these pretty well. Doesn't take it as well as I remember. Unless this is slightly offensive Pelipper. But we're going to set up some Leech Seeds. That's doing more than I remember. Now the question is, what do we want to do here? Do we want to... We could go into our Pelipper. I do really want to keep this around because it still helps me check the Sharpedo, which is great. How much will Pelipper versus Pelipper. Okay, actually, no, that's a max specially offensive. Okay, Hurricane still is a bit too much for my life. Actually, we got the Leech Seed. I'm going to go into my Pelipper. He goes for Hurricane. Okay, that's actually offensive Pelipper. That's pretty cool, I must admit. Something I did not expect, but I respect that. To be honest, I think we actually need the rain a huge amount with what we got here, because Volt Switch bops most of these things. And he's also got his own Pelipper, so I think we're going to sack this off here. I'm just going to go for the Hurricane just in case. Oh, we do get that 8 in speed is going to be really nice. Could have just went Raichu, even after it protects you. Actually, that's true, the terrain. That's actually very true. We could have gone for that with the terrain option, but that's fine by us. That's fine. I could just go Tapu Koko here, Volt Switch out. I like the look of that, because we get the electric terrain going up. So we are going to Volt Switch here. I'm going to try and see if I can get that 5-0. So we're going to try and preserve Tapu Koko. It's doable. I want that heart back. So that's the interesting dynamic with these, is I've got to play slightly differently if I want to preserve differential, which is always good fun. Okay. So I'm leaning towards Buzzwole here because the rain will end. And that's pretty good for us. If it's Zed Fly Gyarados, so be it. But I think that's probably our best play. Caleb Gresswolf, happy birthday. Apparently, Caleb's saying that he's 14 years old. So yeah, happy birthday. Hope you're having a good day. Out comes the Arachnid. I'm just going to go for the Thunder Punch. I'm bulky. And we just Oko it. That's beautiful. Oh my goodness, can we? We might be able to. We might get that heart back, which would be great. Yeah, I've seen a few people with Zed-Fly Gyarados around. Out comes the Sharpedo. I'm just going to keep Thunder Punching here. Goes for Psychic Fang. See, Buzzwole eating that up like an absolute champ. That is beautiful. And we're going to get that Beast Boost. I'm pretty confident, as I said, outside of the Zed-Fly Gyarados, we should be able to take a hit. Please, Buzzwole, don't flinch. Don't flinch, then we get the free... No! Oh, why? Why? I wanted the... I needed that life so badly. And we run out of electric terrain turns next turn. Not gonna lie, a bit salty about that. I really needed those turns. Well, I'm going to have to Thunder Punch here, and we're going to have to miss out on losing it and getting a heart because it's me. But yeah. Let's just go Tapu Koko, then we've got the electric terrain up, and we'll just Volt Switch out from there. That's not the flinch. I was so close to getting a heart. I really needed a heart. Okay, so we get the kill. So we are on 1 life. Oh, not 1 life. 1 streak. Oh, that's not meant to be that. It's meant to be that. My programming catching ahead of me. There you go. Okay. Fantastic. And as always, guys, if you are enjoying the series, don't forget to leave a like down below. I would really appreciate it, especially when I'm getting hacked, which is great. Let's see what Mike has brought. Oh, goodness. We got some trapping action going on here. And as always, the Tapu Lele, which is fun. Magnezone is going to be interesting as well. Magneton, sorry. Oh, I could have I really wanted that heart. Oh, goodness. Okay. He could be leading off with the Infernape. To be honest, Toilet doesn't look like the worst lead in the world. Mike with the dual trap. Dual trapping is going to be a scary one. Out comes the Infernape. I mean, I could probably take a Thunder Punch. I'm not... It will be very weird to have a Thunder Punching Infernape. But I think my players are still schooled here. If you want to go Mantine, I mean, you probably could. Actually, why don't I Hurricane? Hurricane is my better play. Let's just Hurricane. I know Schooled's a little bit hard, hits a bit harder, but if the Mantine wants to come in, I've got a chance to confuse. You know, stuff like that. I think that's probably the better way to go. He goes for U-turn. Okay. That looks to be potentially choiced of some sorts. Out comes the Mantine. We do get that confusion. And I am just going to U-turn here. Now, what we could do, we could risk the Biscuit. We could go into our Tapu Koko. I am super scared of that being Scarf, Dugtrio of some sorts. It's a pain, because we're going to end up losing at least one of our Electric Sweepers if that is Scarf. Oh god, we got Valis chat in the chat right now. Oh goodness. But yeah, Mantine is going to be a bit of a pain. We've got to be a bit careful with that dude. Okay, he does outspeed the crits and the burn, of course. Okay. Yeah, 2% chance to do that to me. Why'd you make me cry? I'm gonna go into my Mantine, my Tapu Koko. See, knowing... I really want to just Volt Switch here, I must admit. I don't think he's going to go straight Dougie. Because he knows I like to be cheeky. I'm going to go for Volt Switch here. I'm expecting the middle ground play here to go out into Tangrowth. Crit, yeah, that's a crit burn through confusion as well. That that is crazy. Oh, I really want to click Dazzling Gleam, but I know I'm going to overpredict there. He knows I like to click U-turn or go for the Dazzling Gleam, expecting him to go into this, whatchamacallit. Out comes the Tangrowth, middle ground play on his part. Now the thing is, I think Tangrowth can't kill my Buzzwole. Or do anything to my Buzzwole. Leaf Storm, Earthquake, Him Power Fire under Rain. I'm pretty confident we can set up a sub on this dude. And that means a kill, which is great. So let's have a look. I'm really hoping we can, because that would be beautiful. Because we got the Thunder Punch for the Mantine, so that's pretty nice. Yeah, I think that's definitely our play. Oh, Buzzwole, you beast. Yeah, I think Mike's realised the power of this sub punch Buzzwole. If HP Fire breaks the sub, I'm gonna laugh. I really hope it doesn't. I really hope it doesn't. Buzzwole versus Tangrowth. That's a Tangler. I mean, maybe? Okay, so that, oh, of course, the crit. We are going to sub up again. Buzzwole is weak defensively, but I have got the loss of HP and also great Spadef investment, and he's just dropped his special attack. Looking at the calcs, in the rain, I don't think it will break my sub, so that's going to be pretty cool. And it's not special attack invested, it's probably AV. And at least we can set up every time the Tangrowth's out, which is pretty cool. But it is going to put him off going into this when he wants to Volt Switch and things like that. But yeah, him losing any of these Mons would be great for us right now. Out comes the Infinite. Earthquake, does that do more? No, Focus Punch does more because it's 150 with Stab, whereas Earthquake is actually does more. That's crazy. We are going to go for the Focus Punch. I'm being correct there. Yeah, the Stab. I don't want to derp here. Yeah, let's go for the Focus Punch. Okay. Goes for the Z move. Z Inferno Overdrive. That is probably going to break the sub. And we get a kill. Okay, that's good. Buzzwole, you're a beast. And actually, you can set up a sub on a couple of things. So out comes the Tapu Lele. Okay, we're going Ferrothorn. I hate facing Tapu Lele's now. I love using it, but I hate when I don't have one on my team, and then I face one. Goes for Psyshock. That is probably Scarf Tapu Lele if I've ever seen one. He is probably going to be going into the Magneton. And I don't really want to have to risk something else taking a Psychic that's going to take a lot of damage. So we could go into Raichu here. And that just gives us a free Volt Switch out, and then we can Volt Switch out into GODTOAD. I kind of like the look of that play, I must admit. We're going to go into Raichu. Out comes the Tangrowth. Okay, that's fine by me. I don't really want to Volt Switch, just because it won't do much. I'm just going to go straight Buzzwole here. Because I'm expecting him to go straight out into Dugtrio here. If Dougie comes out, I'm not setting up a sub. I think I'm just going straight for probably EQ. Because sounds really ridiculous. He might have Aerial Ace, and I don't want to have to waste sub stuff on that. So that might be our best way to go. Out comes Tapu Lele. Oh, I hate Tapu Lele. He's probably going to end up going for the Focus Blast here. I'm not risking Buzzwole. Definitely not risking Buzzwole. I don't really want to go Raichu, but I kind of got to. Because I know the Focus... I think the Focus Blast is coming here. I'm going to go Raichu here. This is the thing that's... It's so hard. It's so hard to work out what he's going to do. Ah. This is the thing. You get the Tapu Lele prediction wrong. And that is it. Something's going to die. Goes to Shadow Ball. See, that's the thing. Yeah. And this is Scarf as well. I think we're going to lose Surfer Mouse, unfortunately. I really don't want to. Yeah, that's the thing. No one likes to switch into Tapu Lele. The other options, we go back to Ferrothorn versus Tapu Lele. Let's see, Shadow Ball. Doesn't do tons. I'm going to go back into this. I kind of want to preserve that, even if it's just for death fodder, because it gives me another switch into Tapu Lele, which is nice. And I am just going to set up my rocks. Because at least then, if he does go back to... If he goes into Mantine or something later on, then I can force the defog. It whittles down the Tangrowth, which is nice. Mike says, I'm not letting you get away with that free heart. You may win, but you're not going to get rewarded for it. It's going to be very difficult, considering he's got double trap. Trying to get that free heart is going to be tricky. Now comes the Mantine. That's fine by me. So I can either Leech Seed here, or I can even just go back into Raichu, just for one last final hurrah. I think I'm just going to go back into Raichu for one last final hurrah. We could Leech Seed here if we wanted to. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. He does go for Scald. Okay, but at least we can keep the rocks off this, which is great. So I am going to go into my Tapu Koko. I think, as I said, a Scald will break my Buzzwole's thingamajiggy, and knowing me, I'm going to get burnt. And I think we're going to... Oh, this is tricky. Because I really don't want to get trapped by that Dougie. But actually, no, the rocks are here. Unless he's Scarf Dougie, we're fine. So actually, Volt Switch is our play. So that's fine. I forgot the fact that the rocks are still here. This should probably kill a Mantine. I'm expecting this to kill. If this doesn't kill, I'm very disappointed in you, Tapu Koko. And if we can just keep alive, keep the rest of the team alive, we're good to go. So I'm going to go Pelipper here, because I can actually switch out from Tapu Lele, and also I can switch out from Magneton. And it sets the rain back up, which helps our Buzzwole a lot, especially with the Him Power Fire on Magneton. If he wants to lock himself into that, we can then potentially abuse that with Buzzwole. No, Lele is definitely the best Tapu, I would say. Considering there's so few switch-ins to the spec set, out comes the Attractive, the Magnezone. Magneton, why am I saying Magnezone? I am just going to go into GODTOAD here. 100% my play. If you want to switch Tangrowth, you can, but I'm just going to switch back out then. They all do their different things, but Tapu Lele, if I had to see any of them on a team, and I wouldn't, the last one I want to see on an opponent's team is Lele. Definitely. The raw power of Lele is absolutely insane. Like, Bulu hits hard, but still, it's not the, you know, it's still not great. Okay, so he is probably going for the grass move here. I want to keep this around. Definitely. Ferrothorn I need. I'm just going to go straight Buzzwole here. I should be able to take this on. If he wants to go for Leaf Storm, if he wants to go for Giga Drains, that's fine. I can set up subs, and we'll manage it from there. But GODTOAD looks like it has potential late game sweep. Once we weaken the Tangrowth. Mike says he hates weather teams. Yeah, that's true. Bully does have less... I don't know. I would still disagree. Like, Celesteela hard walls you. And there's a few other things. Whereas... Goes into Lele here. Okay, he's making some doubles. That's fine. He is chipping away at himself, though, which is fine. This is the main reason I've got Ferrothorn still. So I'm happy to go into Ferro. And then we can play some doubles, I think. Because I really don't want to get trapped. Really, really don't want to get trapped. See, I can actually see them banning Lele, I must admit. That's the thing, yeah, a lot of things will Warhammer. You got Celestia, Skarm, Scizor, whereas Specs Lele is a very difficult one to switch into. Enough offensive, like facing a Scarf Lele is a very difficult thing to beat if you've got an offensive team. Goes for Shadow Ball. That's fine by me. Oh, that's not good. Of course, of course. Well, Leech Seed is still my play. If you want to go Tangrowth, that's fine. That's really irritating, though. Like, super irritating. Especially if a Magneton wants to come in. Out comes the Tangrowth. That's fine. I'm not going to go straight to Buzzwole, because I'm expecting him Power Fire here. I'm not risking the Biscuit and going Pelipper, because I need that rain. Oh, this is tricky. I mean, there shouldn't be too much you can do. I am just going to go... Mike's determined to not give me that free sub. But I think that minus Spadef is going to be a nice tasty trap for him. Goes for knockoff. Okay, that's not great. Losing our leftovers is not good. But we do get a free sub here. And we can get a focus punch off from there. Because the only way to break our sub is through the Leaf Storms. Yeah, UU is pretty OP right now. It is crazy. This is such a tense game. He goes for Leaf Storm. I'm going to sub again. If I can get rid of one of these checks, like for example, if we get rid of a Magneton, then Pharaoh has a much better time. If we can take out the Tapu Lele, then life itself becomes better. And if we can take out Dougie, then Tapu Koko becomes a smidge more useful. Still not great though. That's probably going to be my next diff fodder. But yeah, it's going to be mainly down to how we use GODTOAD. Okay, goes into Magneton. Okay, losing Magneton is going to be great. I could just go for EQ here. I mean, there's no reason not to go for Focus Punch. Because we're going to kill the Magneton anyway. Goes for T-Bolt. And we take out the Magneton. Okay, that's great. Get the Beast Boost with Buzzkill. Come on. We still got a chance to keep that heart. I want that heart so badly. But on the other hand, if that Tapu Lele comes back out, I think we're in a spot of bother. Out comes the Doug Trio. So this is where I think I kind of can't switch out. Well, I can't switch out anyway, but let's just go for EQ. Here's probably Aerial Ace. Whereas I can take an Earthquake, I can take a Sucker Punch, I can take a Stone Edge. Buzzwole, you beast. Okay. Mike seriously underestimated Buzzwole. Buzzwole is a scary, scary dude. Out comes the Tapu Koko. I want that heart. Even if I have to... I'm risking losing this game here to just get this heart. Mike just wanted me to not get the free life. You evil person. Oh, that's great. That's something I was sure nothing apart from Aerial Ace would have killed me. Goes for Shadow Ball. Of course. I'm just going to go for Gyro here. Because I'm expecting him to expect me to switch. I've still got to be very careful. Like, this is the thing. What's Macadii? The Tapu Lele can still sweep me because it's Scarf. This is the really scary thing. You can be 5-2 up. And the Tapu Lele, because it's Scarf, can just come in and sweep the team. So I've got to be really careful. Seismitoad is going to be my win con, most definitely. Ah, he does switch. Okay. Sadly, though, I think we're going to have to sack something. Yeah, I can't conceive a way to not switch anything in that's going to then die to this. So we are going to have to sack something off. We're going to have to lose out on our ability to get another heart, but it's still fine. Still fine. I'm still so salty about that first one. The second one, sorry, with the flinch there. Yeah, Shed Shell can be quite useful in leagues and stuff like that. I haven't seen it much on the ladder except on stall and stuff like that. I remember Shed Shell Scarm being a massive pain. Because I thought it was only single use, but it's not, unfortunately. Power Whip comes through. We are going to die here. Earthquake's still going to do 2. But he has a chance to miss his Leaf Storm. So I'm going to go for the Focus Punch here. He goes to EQ, and that doesn't kill us. But there's not much we can do. I have to sack off Buzzwole. Celesteela sometimes has Shed Shell. Yeah, Shed Shell. I can definitely see that being powerful. Yeah, for Magnezone and things like that. The thing is, you can't tell it's got the Shed Shell until it switches out. I'm just not a big fan of it, the Shed Shell, because it's mainly used on stall. He does go for knockoff and take us out. Okay. That's fine. We can go into a Pelipper. And I'm going to go for the Hurricane. Because if you want to switch out... Mike's just happy that he's denied me the life. Blimey, that still doesn't do enough. I'm still going to go for another Hurricane. If you want to switch out, that's fine. I can still take you on with GODTOAD because I got the Sludge Wave. Yeah, I guess if you don't see leftovers on Celesteela, it's probably Shed Shell. That's fair. Okay, so we take him out. That's great. And we can find out what the Tapu's going to lock itself into, which is great. I mean, I could 100% guarantee the... Actually, I've got more than enough rain turns. I'm just going to go Pharaoh and give Pharaoh that kill that it needed. Goes for Shadow Ball. Let me guess, the Spadef drop? No, actually, that's surprising. He goes to another Shadow Ball. And that is going to be GG. GG, Mike. Okay, that's fine. So we get our streak up. We go up to 2 for our streak. So that's not bad. Okay. GG, Mike. Let's go on to the next one. Banded Cosmog. Okay. Ooh. Good luck. Have fun. Let's see. So we could lead off with a Pharaoh if we wanted to. I don't see too much of a downside. We've got to be a little bit careful of that Fortress, actually. But we should be able to set up on that with Buzzwole, which is nice. Hey, Ryan. How's it going? I think we're going to lead up with Pelipper, because if he wants to lead off with... Okay, leads up with Tyrantrum. That's pretty scary for me. Because Tyrantrum hits like a truck. I could just go straight Seismitoad and risk the biscuit, but on the other hand, it kind of sweeps his team. But then Pharaoh just... Oh, Pharaoh puts in so much work against a lot of his team. I don't want to go straight GODTOAD because I know I'm going to have to eat a whatchamacallit. And then I've got to go... Actually, I could just go for Earth Power. That's fine. I think the best middle ground player to go into Ferrothorn. I should be able to take a Head Smash pretty well. Yeah. See, that's a resisted hit as well, which is crazy. And... I think, overall, probably my best bet here. I'm kind of worried he's going to go straight into Espeon. It's unlikely, but you never really know. That's the problem with Magic Bounce and stuff like that, is you never really know. Because I would just go Rocks here if I wanted to, if I could. I think we're just going to go for a Power Whip. Because it hits most of his team pretty hard. If he wants to go Fortress, we can go Buzzwole. Out comes the Fortress. Okay. Are you lefties? You are lefties. Okay. Well, you're a free sub for me with Buzzwole. Goes for Spikes. That's not good. Because we do not have Defog on this team. But we are going to get that free sub. Okay, so we're going to get basically have a 90% chance of getting a free kill here. Out comes the Gliscor. See, I don't think Gliscor can 1v1 me. Nah, maybe if it's got Roost. Well, we're going to go for the Focus Punch anyway. Goes for Taunt. That's fine by me. Okay, no, actually that does not do as much as I was hoping. But then I guess he can't Roost on me. I'm just going to go for another Focus Punch. This Earthquake is not going to... It's going to take a long time to break my sub. I'm just going to keep clicking Focus Punch here. The Taunt does end here. I'm going to Focus Punch again. He goes to the Taunt. Okay. We don't get the crit, unfortunately. But I can just keep clicking Focus Punch here. And we kill the... We 1v1 a Gliscor with a Focus Punch. That is beautiful. Okay. Out comes the... whatchamacallit? The Espeon. I'm just going to go into my Ferrothorn. That is great. I want to keep Buzzwole around as well. Because that's the thing, Earthquake was still doing like almost leftovers damage, which is great. Goes for Psychic. Yeah, actually probably an offensive set, which is crazy. I can't go for Leech Seed here, but you're not going to really stay in, are you? So I'm going to be cheeky. Out comes the Lucario. Now, Luke, you are very scary. Especially when you can literally just SD in my face. And I don't like that. The EQ is for, whatchamacallit? It was originally for Aegislash, but it's now for Alola Marowak, because this team does struggle a little bit with Alola Marowak. So we could just go straight Buzzwole here, because we are pretty bulky. I'm pretty confident we can take it on. And we just fire off an EQ. I kind of feel like that's what we gotta do. I don't like doing that, because Buzzwole is a bit of a win con. Or we just tank a close combat like an absolute champ, and get pretty much all our HP back, which is great. Now I have a feeling you can't break my sub most likely. So I'm gonna set up another sub. Unless you got Iron Tail, that's probably your best bet. And we're gonna get a free sub up, which is great. And I'm just gonna fire off a Thunder Punch. Oh, Buzzwole, you beast. I love Buzzwole so much. And we're gonna outspeed this most likely. And we can just fire off 2 Thunder Punches. That is nice. Excellent. Okay. And I am just going to fire off another Thunder Punch. If you want to go back into Tyrantrum, that's fine. This is still going to take a... Oh, that's nice damage. Okay. That makes my life a lot easier. Okay. So our options are Pharaoh here, which we could go into, but I kind of still like keeping this around. Especially when we can just Volt Switch for free and stuff like that with Tapu Koko. I don't want to lose that, don't want to lose Raichu. Yeah, actually Pharaoh is probably looking our best switch here, especially if this is going for Psychic. And then we can go into probably just Tapu Koko and Volt Switch. It would be nice to get rocks up, but it's not looking likely we're going to be able to do that. Okay, so he passes us a choice specs. This is not the worst thing in the world. We could just be manly here and click rocks. His rocks are on our side. And a Gyro Ball is just going to bait in the Fortress again. I don't want any more. Actually, I guess either way it's going to bait in Fortress. Yeah, I'm going to have to click Gyro Ball here. It's still going to... Yeah, okay, that's good. We get rid of Tyrantrum. We might... Actually, I need to keep concentrating. Like, it's not just winning the game now. It's keeping that differential, which is good. It's good fun. Out comes the Edgelord. I am just going to go back into Buzzwole because I can take 2 CCs. Actually, how much do we do a Lucario with a Ferrothorn? Because I don't really want to sack it off, but on the other hand... Okay, we took here with Gyro Ball. Close combat is going to kill. And it's a free sub with Buzzwole, so I think... Yeah, he goes for SD. And there you go, close combat, that plus the Life Orb will be nice damage. Because close combat is going to bring us down, he's going to take Life Orb, he's going to take, Spike, Rocky damage. Okay. So we could just go Pelipper here, which allows us to set up the Rain, which helps a lot with Seismitoad. Yeah, that is true actually, because we have got Surf on Alolan and Raichu. Maybe we do change out EQ. I'm pretty confident outside of E-Speed. I should be able to tank an E-Speed. versus Lucario, extreme speed. I can tank an E-speed. So I'm just going to go Pelipper. Gonna make it rain, and I'm just going to Roost on that life orb damage. That was it. Like, Iron Barbs. I'm being dumb. Ice Punch. Please don't freeze me. Good boy. And we're going to get some HP back. Okay. Out comes the Force Meme. I'm going to U-turn. And I'm going to go back into my Buzzwole. If he is going to Volt Switch, so be it. He does Volt Switch. That's fine. Actually, it's kind of not fine because I wanted to keep differential, but there wasn't much I could really do. Out comes the Espeon. I think we just go for the win here. Unless we just go Raichu. But I don't want to lose Raichu right now. But I mean, it's not the worst thing. You leave Will alone for a week and he comes up with EQ sub Focus Punch Buzzwole. I'm kind of leaning towards going into Alolan Raichu here. Versus Espeon. A Shadow Ball is going to hurt, but we can live it. Pretty much good chance to live, and then I can just drop Thunders. If he's going to go for, he's probably going to go for Psychics here. Actually, we might not live it with the Spikes damage, thinking about it, but it's worth the risk. He goes for Psychic, that's what I needed. Actually, we do Speed Tie, thinking about it. I'm risking the Speed Tie. I've got more. He's got more to lose than I do. Okay, now Raichu, you've just got to Oko the Fortress, and you got to Oko the Primarina. Then we get a life. See, Fortress, I don't know if I kill you, and that makes me sad. Actually, we might. Please, I need to Oko you, otherwise it does... I mean, I might count it, I might be cheeky and count it, because we do kill, and then we die from there. We just fall short. Now this is where it gets tricky. But then he spikes Volt Switch. I still think it's worth. The other options we do... I really want to just go Seismitoad here. Get that extra life. And risk getting that extra life. Because we can take it. We can stop Volt Switching. I'm risking it. I think this is our play. I need that differential. I'm going to go for Earth Power here. Okay. Come on, we can do this. I'm Earth Powering here because I don't want to miss, and he's probably Sturdy. We're guaranteed the win anyway, because we should be fine to be able to take out the rest of his team. Okay, he is going to force me to have to go for the... Oh, please. I need this heart. Just don't miss. I know I'm going to miss now. I know I'm going to miss out on a second heart of the game at this stream. Come on. GODTOAD, you've got one chance. Oh, because Ryan, if I win 5-0 or 6-0, I get an extra life. So I've missed out on one life because I got flinched by a waterfalling Gyarados. Yes, okay. That's great. Unfortunately, I am going to have to switch out because the Seismitoad misses out. But we still get the kill. So how it works with the hearts is every time I lose a game, I lose a heart. But every time I win, I get a heart back. So we could go Tapu Koko here. Though this might be Specs Primarina. Let me just see. I'm not messing this up. Yeah, he just breaks our sub. We've not actually seen him do anything else. Question is, do we count that as a 5-0 or not if we just kill? I'm leaning towards counting it, to be fair, because we do kill and then we've got 5. We've still got 5 and then we die to Life Orb. Versus Primarina. Yeah, Moonblast is still going to kill. It's not a 5-0. Okay, so our play is just to go Tapu Koko here. And then we just try. Yeah, no, because we're Life Orb. Why? No. Oh, that's a pain. Unless Pelipper. I kind of have to just kill this. Because Pelipper, you are not going to take... Let's see, Psychic from a Primarina. Especially when Pelipper doesn't outspeed anyway, and I'm just potentially throwing away a game because then everything dies. Yeah, we're just gonna have to lose that one, unfortunately. Ah, that's a shame. Okay, but we still good doing well on the streak. So what's that? 3-1. 3-1. That's not too bad. Yeah, the Life Orb's screwing with the differential. Which is a shame. But anyway, unfortunately, we have run out of time from here. But don't worry, we will be doing this again at the weekend. So if you didn't get a chance to battle me, I'll be setting a stream up for that as well. And we'll have another go with the Rain team until we run out of lives. But anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy the episode. If you did, don't forget to leave a like down below. I would really appreciate it. We'll be continuing the streak over. So we will start the next... one there with 2 lives and then 3 on our streak from there. So hope you guys enjoyed the stream. As I said, if you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like, and I will see you guys at the next one. Macadii out.